Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are back here on the Sunday after this league as we have our final game of this four-game weekend series between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio ball coming up right after this. Enrique Diaz, a right-hander out of the bullpen, would get the starting assignment. 6'2" and 203 pounds and age 24. And so far, good afternoon, Bob. Welcome in. Thank you, Jonathan. Welcome one and all, and we're about ready to get started on this Sunday afternoon on Pre-Kids Game Clinic Day. Lopez, and here's the first pitch by Diaz, and we are underway as the first pitch is thrown outside the zone for the ball in the count 1-0. Final game of the homestand for the month of April. Missions are on the road. They head to Frisco and Midland after this game. 76 degrees, partly cloudy, and Jonathan, it feels pretty good out here. Guess it's better than those cold evenings. Yeah, well, sometimes it is. I mean, you look at it. I mean, you see a lot of people with shorts and t-shirts on. Beautiful little summertime, I guess you could say that. 1-2 right there. That is pop foul. Man, the count now is still holding on at a ball and 2 strikes. Missions back home on May 3rd, and that is, believe it or not, a Tuesday. So don't forget, we have $2 Tuesday, Military Appreciation Night Wednesday. Or can I say that again? Yeah, go ahead. Military Appreciation Night, which is Wednesday, Dollar Night Thursday, and Las Misiones t-shirt giveaway on Friday. As we verse off the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. That one's going to be right there, swing and a miss. And the first out of the inning is now going. Well, time now to give you the visiting starting lineups. So far, Bob, what do these guys need to do here today? Well, a key example is these guys need to press the attack and get base hits. Even so, I mean, these guys are here to play before they go back home. Now here's Patrick Cardona as he lifts one high in the air. That one is foul and goes out of the ballpark in the count 0-1. One away, nobody on base, top of one, no score through this point. And that's another one out of the ballpark and making it now 0-2. So far, we're back home 4 games beginning May 3rd through the 6th. We verse off the Texas Rangers Rough Riders, and then head to Corpus Christi for 4, and play Midland and Corpus Christi for the 8-game homestand beginning on Thursday, May 12th, and all the way through the 19th. So pretty good right there. 1-2, the pitch. That one lifted, but that goes foul. Still holding a ball and 2 strikes. Weather is few clouds from time to time, and so far pretty nice sunny afternoon, right, Bob? Yeah, a lot of people coming out to the ball game after church and knowing that it's nice, beautiful weather. You just gotta love it when it's pretty out here. I like day games. I think they're a whole lot better than these night games. And that's high in the air. Center field makes the play, and there is 2 away. Well, your personal opinion, Bob, do you like day games better or night games as well? Well, before we answer that question, let's go ahead and give you defensive alignments for the home side. And so far, what do we see in the best of this series? Do we see Rocky Gale being the two-run shot that he was through the series? Or so far, what do we see about him, Bob? Well, question is, the two-run guy, he did pretty well. Well, he's been getting it so far so good. One inning, he had 2 runs and he drilled out of the ballpark, and so far he did just what he did. He got the game won for the team, and so far he's just the only one that will make you proud in the end. Here's Sebastian Novoa, as he already has a ball, and so far now 2 balls and no strikes. Pretty good home crowd. Got half the fans from Midland, San Antonio as well. And that one is inside, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be lifted, but that will go foul. So pretty good here. And really nice. Here's the 2-2. That one is lifted. That will go foul. So the count still holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 delivery. That one again drilled. That will bounce the home dugout. Still holding on at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bob, are you okay over there? I'm fine. I mean, it feels like I got something in my throat, but I'm trying to get it out. Okay. I just want to make sure that you're all right. Lifted high in the air, center fielder makes the play, and that ends the inning. So a pedestrian start here as we get this one underway here this afternoon on no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head for the bottom of the home first, no score. Ronald Gonzalez, a left-hander out of the Rockhounds bullpen. Get the starting assignment, 5'11", 173, age 27 lefty. So far, so good for Midland as we are about ready to go for the home half of the first. Now here is Luis Barrora, the center fielder. We try here in this one. Now the pitch. That one lift. Oh man, he misses it. And that's going to go down a base hit. And do you recall that might be an error on that bobbled ball at the shortstop area? Well, it could be. I mean, if you bobble the ball like that, then something might have to give. But if it's not going to be costed an error, then they got pretty lucky right there. Pitch out, nothing doing. 1 ball, no strikes. So pretty good question there, Bob. I mean, yeah, errors come at a premium, but sometimes they come really slow. I mean, you miss the ball, you overshoot the ball, you know, it was like that yesterday. Or shall I say, last night. We got a runner at first with the next guy, Adam Zahorik. Now at 2 balls and no strikes. Looking to get on base, and there is ball 3, so 3-0. Miguel Cairo coming on deck, 3 balls and no strike the count. And so far, 1 more ball, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk. And that'll be first to second going. And there's a swing and a miss. 3 balls, 1 strike. So far, partly cloudy skies, temperature-wise, 76 degrees. Love days like this. You come out to the ball game, and that's lifted high in the air. And moving right under it, the hot corner man, making the play near the hot third base bag, and that will be one away. Time now to give you a San Diego Padres Texas League affiliate for your San Antonio missions. And Bob, these guys, do they have to win here today? Well, apparently they do. This is a battle to see who will claim the series finale in this 4-game set. I mean, fair enough. Here's Miguel Cairo. Cairo coming in, and that's going to be lifted right there. That's going to get down for a base hit. So far, so good, as now you got runners at first to second, 2 aboard, and 1 away. Hot corner man, that is Brian Henley, comes in next, looking for a far out base hit. And now bring the runner home from second. Now the pitch. That one swing and a miss. And the count now is 0-1. We got a beautiful home crowd here today. And so far half is from West Texas, Permian Basin. Gotta love both sides, I do. Either San Antonio and Midland. Both my favorite ball clubs. But you don't care which one who wins, right? Well, of course I don't. I mean, they're both good. That one's going to be high in the air. And they're going to be chasing it. They can't get there, and that's going to get in a home run. A 3-run shot. And that looked like it hit the fence. And they're calling it is out of here. Henley hit that 426 feet ball. And we're going to look at instant replay. Yeah, kind of that ball. Yep, it's gone. It's out of here. So 3-0 San Antonio in the bottom of the first by Brian Henley. That'll bring in Jimmy Lundy. Mission strike first here in the bottom of 1. That's a pretty good thing, right, Bob? Yeah, it sure is. You get your team out ahead, you got a pretty good chance of getting through the day. And that one's going to be lined high in the air, and the left fielder going to run after it, going to run out of room. Gone, a home run. You call that twice as nice? Well, sure do. I mean, it comes in bunches when you have runs like that in the premiums. So far, so good. Mission's now up by 4-0. A solo home run by Jimmy Lundy. 370 feet in the air. We got to look at this. Boy, and it was the pitcher's mistake. He left that one high in the air and putting up 4 runs. Brian Henley on that 3-run home run. Brian Henley on that RBI out of the ballpark home run right there. That one was pretty phenomenal if you ask me. And I kind of ask you right now, Bob, those 2 guys that decided, hey, let's blister some balls out of here. And hopefully we can win the series finale of this homestand. I mean, final game here at home in the month of April, I do say it's pretty good. Well, right there, Lance Leafy goes down for out number 2. And time now to give you the visiting defensive alignment. So far, Bob, who do we see out there running around in right field? Well, you got to see Steven Schultz is one of the best guys in the opposition. But sincerely, he's got a pretty good record for the start of the year. Pretty good enough. Here is the catcher, Rocky Gale. So far through this 4-game set against Midland, he's had a 2-run home run that he did. Believe it or not, he had that one on Friday night. So Friday, the second game of that 4-game series. I gotta say, pretty good. And right there, swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Boy, he's just really getting caught looking by those first two fastballs. And, you know, he might need to get in there and start getting some things going. And that's going to be right there in the left field for a base hit. Boy, shortstop really missed that one. That's going to bring in the first baseman, Steve Ramirez. And something smells good. I don't know what, but this inning, in the bottom of one, is cooking pretty good. Well, it's because you have the sun out, the baseball gets really hot. The bat that puts the ball to it, well, basically you have a home run in just a split second. 1 ball and no strikes. Good point there, Bob. Yep, thank you. Thank you so much. That's going to be lined right there. Underhand, right to second, and they will retire the half inning. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top half of the second. The San Antonio Missions lead it 4-0. Leading off the hot corner third baseman for Midland, Juan Torreira. As we start up the top half of the second here on this Sunday afternoon. Here's the pitch by Enrique Diaz. That one's going to be lifted high in the air. Running after it, making the play out in right field. As he reaches that ball is Miguel Cairo. And he runs it down for the first out of the inning. Well, that one pretty good catch right there out in the foul territory zone. Pretty good on that one. And right there, 4-seam fastball, and the count now is no balls and 1 strike to Glenn Ryu as he's in there at the dish now. They're pretty good right here. Here's a swing and a miss. Oh my goodness. Just went hacking at that one. Looked like a lumberjack swinging his axis. It kind of does, doesn't it? Here's the 0-2. That one popped foul, and the count still remaining at no balls and 2 strikes to count. Looking in, Enrique Diaz. That one popped foul again, still holding and no balls and 2 strikes. So far, I gotta say, that was pretty much 2 fouled balls that he had hit in the same direction. Yeah, pretty much. And that one drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And so far now, you're gonna have a runner at first base. That is Glenn Ryu, who's getting plunked. And I gotta say, not happy about that one. Well, here is Stephen Herman. Stephen Herman, should I say. Yeah, you pretty much mispronounced his whole name right there. It's Stephen Herman. I mean, he comes in. In the count now, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That a 4-seam fastball. That one is too high. And the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Missions lead this game by 4 runs. So Midland still trailing, and that one's going to be right there. And they got him! My goodness, what a reaction throw. As they get the guy trying to advance from first, going to second. Look at this one. Bing, bang, boom. He got him. What a play out there at second. There is 2 away. Wow. That was remarkable. 2-1. Right there, lifted foul. And count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've seen a catcher get at least 1 guy. You said 1 guy Bob? Yeah, I said about one guy. Do correct myself. I was getting a little bit tired. I guess it was after something. But anyway. Well, right there, the catcher will get that one to make the play, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. We go to the bottom half of the second. No, San Antonio leads at 4-0.
Second baseman, Ramon Alfonso.
Now leading off for the Missions is Ramon Alfonso. As he strides in. The pitch here, that one is lifted high in the air. That one is foul. So the count now 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the count now no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, that is one foul ball that he got out, and that was in foul territory near the fans, and now he swung on and missed. Well, and then strike 3 called, and then there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Barrora.
Now here is the center fielder, Luis Barrora. 1-for-1 single and a run. So far, so good. Now the pitch. That one swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. Barrora is number 31, and you have now Philip Wellman out there as number 30. And that's going to be line drive right there. That's going to get in for the base hit. Running hard. He's going to go for second. He's in there at second. What a play. A 1-out double. Barrora now in scoring position. And now here is Adam Zohoric. Pop out in the first, and he is 0-for-1. Yeah, line drive up to center. They got that ball back in, and they held him pretty much to a double. Midland in their blues and grays, Missions in their home white jerseys here this afternoon. 0-1. That one four-seam fastball, and the count now is 1-1. Missions after this game, and so far everybody knows that it's the last game of the month of April. So everybody that knows that Tuesday, May 3rd will be our next 4-game homestand with the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. So pretty good as we have that homestand after this 8-game away set. Now the 2-1. That one chopped right there to third. Can he make it? No, he cannot. And there is 2 away. So Zohoric is retired. That'll bring in the right fielder, Miguel Cairo. Here's the pitch. That one lined right there to second, throw in the dirt, and the first baseman will get the ball, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the 3rd. The Missions lead it by 4. Leading off is Brandon Colon, second baseman, as he strides in. And the pitch. That one is hit to third. Right to first, and they get him down easily. There's 1 away. Well, Brandon Colon for Midland for the second baseman area covers a injured teammate. And so far, I guess the first or second of those games really got plunked in the face by a moving fastball, and So far, he is still in the hospital getting stitches. And pretty much he's going to be out for a little while. Yeah, so far this guy that got hit in the face, he is at San Antonio Regional Medical Center, and right there, right to third. As Perkinsons go down, and there is 2 away. So the guy that was out there, second baseman for Midland, well, he got plunked in the face the other night. And so far, the manager and the pitching coach, or should I say the staff trainer, came out and they took him off the field, and boy, he was bleeding. I tell you what, there's just blood on his uniform, and so far they pretty much took him straight to San Antonio Regional Medical Center Hospital, and they're probably doing more stitches on where that ball got him, and so far it got him pretty good. Yeah, that ball really did some pretty hard stuff to him. I mean, really, when you have a ball that just nicks you like that, that's really hard to come by. Yeah, right there, and that will do it, as that will be the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head for the home half of the third inning. Missions lead by 4.
Third baseman, Brian Henley.
Here is Brian Henley now as he strides in. So the four-seam fastball will miss outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. Yeah, so everybody knows that the second baseman for Midland, hopefully we will be keeping him in our prayers and knowing that he will most likely be okay. I mean, he's going to have some bandages, but he will be out for at least a month or so, so pretty much I don't think we're going to see him. I mean, Major League Baseball and Minor League Baseball just announced that the second baseman for Midland will not be returning for a long while. I mean, until the wounds are healed, he won't be allowed to play. I mean, until fully recovered. So here's the 3-1. That one is lifted high in the air, and the left fielder going to run after this one near the warning track, making the play for the first out of the inning. You know, kind of sad how that one just gets so high up there, and so far thought that had been another home run. Well, here is Jimmy Lundy's solo home run in the first inning and is 1-for-1. Pretty good day for him. Yeah, this guy, he's doing really well. If he could duplicate what he did, he may get another home run. Well, right there, as that play was 3-1. So far, there is 2 away. Now here's the designated hitter, Lance Levy. 0-for-1 by the strikeout in the first. Still pretty good right there. And the pitch. And the count now is 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom of the third, Missions holding the Rockhounds to a shutout. And right there, swing and a miss. And the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty good on Brian Henley. 3-run home run during the first inning.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And also the other guy that came up here and hit one, and now it's a 4-0 ball game. Mission's got the home field advantage. So far, you're right about that. And as many guys will tell, These guys have to keep the momentum going. You can't lose any confidence in yourself. If you want to win this final game of the month, well, you better just keep your stamina going because you're going to need it. Could have said it better myself, but anyway, Bob, thank you, as always. And now here's Rocky Gale and Keith France now warming up as a right-hander out of the bullpen in Midland's territory. Now be warming up. 40 pitches for Rockhounds starter. Four-seam fastball that is outside, and the count now 1-0. Ronald Gonzalez, 14 balls, 27 strikes. In total, he has 41. But so far, given up 4 runs on 6 hits. Well, should you say 7, because he's been out there for 3.5 innings. And a base hit came in this one. That's going to be lined right there. And they will not get a force out at second. And now you got 2 aboard. And you look at this. He gave up 8 hits and 4 runs, 2 strikeouts. And now pitches is 43. So pretty high up there. And so far, if he keeps giving up these, should I say, runs, you mean hits. I mean, if he continues to give up hits, then they might as well just pull him out of the game and say, look, your advantages are not good enough. You're probably going to be the losing pitcher after the end of the day. But you don't want that on yourself. When you're a starter pitcher, you got to come out here working like you're going to get strikeouts. I mean, you really got to focus your mentality. Mentality to do what you need to do, when you need to do it. No hesitation is needed. You just got to come out there and play your heart out. If you want to win at the end of the day, you better start proving yourself that you want to win. Not to mention that you're going to have to do what needs to be done. Win the ball game for your club. Don't hesitate. That's right, Bob. Good job. Well, thank you for clearing that up with us here on the live stream. I mean, pretty good right there. That one's going to be hit high in the air to left field. Left fielder moves under it. And boy, howdy, nearly loses that one, as that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head for the top half of the 4th inning, and Missions lead it by 4. Now here's Sam Lopez. He strides in the top half of the 4th inning. And here is the pitch, and that one is inside. Cold strike, and the count 0-1. Enrique Diaz, boy, I tell you what, he's doing a most phenomenal job, unique as always. And the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. So far, pretty good in this game here today. Well, you're pretty much stuttering today, Jonathan. I mean, are you all right? Well, probably may need a drink or something, but can you handle it from here while I go downstairs to go get something? Well, of course, I got it from here. So, I will be right back. Bob will be taking it from here, and hopefully things will go good. Now the pitch, and that one is inside, and the count now 0-1. Patrick Cardona, he's at the plate now, with 1 away and nobody on, with an 0-1 count. And so far, pretty good. Pitch here and away, and the count 2. Here's the pitch, And strike 3 called. My goodness. Diaz will get another strikeout. And there is 2 quick outs for the top half of the 4th inning. Now here is Sebastian Novoa as he strides in. Here's the pitch. That one inside, called strike, and the count 0-1. So far, I want everybody to know that if you come out to the ball game, well, you better hurry up, because this is the last game of the month of April. So make sure you guys come. Here's the pitch. That one is lifted high in the air. And that's going to go to the right fielder. He'll make the play. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Missions lead by 4. Now leading off for the Missions is Ramon Alfonso. As he strides in, looking pretty good on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. That one gonna be lined up the middle for a base hit. And boy howdy, the hits keep piling in. And so far, these fans getting driven crazy. Confidence is key level to winning the ball game. And knowing at the end of the day, you got it going. Well, time is going to be called here. Thank you, Bob. And so far back already as the starter reliever. Well, I will say he gets relieved out of the ball game. Not happy that he is.
Now pitching for Midland.
And now here pitching for Midland, Keith France, a right-hander. 6'2" and 201 pounds and age 28. We'll get the starting assignment here for the pitch reliever. Now in is another guy that is warming up in the Rockhounds bullpen.
0-1.
Slider in the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss in the count 0-2. Well, nice shade from the clouds and stuff. That's pretty good. And right there, lined into near third. That will go down a base hit. And Barrora now at first. So literally that puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out. My thoughts exactly. That one right there. Now in the box is Adam Zohoric. Now the pitch. That one lined. That will go foul in the count 0-2. Missions, 4 runs. Yeah, I do apologize, people. Guess this has been a long week. I mean, 4 straight days of doing live streams, and so far just ready for a 8-game day off, I shall say. But Missions are at Frisco and for a 4-game set, and then Midland for the 4-game set. Then come home, play the Frisco Rough Riders, get back on the road and head to Corpus Christi. Come home and play an 8-game homestand, beginning with Midland and Corpus Christi. Here's the 2-2. That one lined and foul. So the count now still remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, I kind of feel the same way, just like you. I mean, some days are long, some can be that way, but I will say it. make the best days out of it. So 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors for the Missions. So San Antonio's got a no-hitter against Midland. So pretty good right there. The pitch here, that one is hit high in the air, right field. Under it, the right fielder makes the play. Runner tagging, and he is out at third. And that's going to be a double play. And they get pretty lucky on that one as they have the guy going from right field in foul territory. And they get him out at third. So a great double play. It's pretty nice when you see one of those. But you don't see them that often. That's right there, to second to first, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the 5th, Missions lead by 4. Now here is Juan Tejera, as pretty much we are now halfway through the day and this game by itself. Now here's the pitch. That one is inside and a cold strike. And the count now 0-1. Yeah, I think that all of us are looking forward to the 8 days that we will be off as the Missions in out of town. Should I say they are out of town playing the Frisco Rough Riders for the first time. They're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. And there is the first out of the inning as Ramirez will step on the bag. Manager's looking pretty good. And now here is Glenn Ryu. Hit by pitch during his last time up at the plate. Now halfway through 100, and that is 50 pitches so far to Enrique Diaz. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 away, nobody on here in this top half of the inning. So far 4-0 San Antonio. They're doing pretty well in this one. Right there, that one is a 4-seam fastball. That one is down and in. And then the count now is a ball and 1 strikes. So far, nice cloud cover. As you can see, it is a partly cloudy afternoon. Gotta love these type of days, right? Yeah. Days like this, you can really enjoy a ball game or a doubleheader. But evidently, this is not a 7-inning contest, or you have another game afterwards. I mean, you only have 1 game in 9 innings. But so far, so good. No balls and 1 strike. That one is swing and a miss. Gotta love how that one just got away from him, and so far, Taco Bell double play. He'll get the Missions out of this inning unscathed. Right there, and they won't get him as he will swipe from first to second. He's in scoring position. Pretty good right there as he gets in there. And that's going to be lifted high in the air. That gets down for the base hit. So that's going to be an RBI double, possibly a triple. And he's going to get in at third. And around to score an RBI triple. My word. That'll bring in second baseman Brandon Colon. He strides in next. They're beginning to really chip the deficit on these runs. And so far as hits going as well on that one, Bob. I mean, don't forget about that. That hits come and then runs come in the ball game. Yeah, you're right. I do apologize over my intellectual thing that I just said. Oh, I mean, it's okay, Bob. I mean, we learn every day, and know that learning, we all know. And right there, whoa, that one nearly took his nose off. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. That one high in the air, right near the coach's box and the visitor dugout. And so
Gavin Perkinson.
now bring in the Midland shortstop, Gavin Perkinson. So far looking for the second run to come in across the score for Midland. Line out in the third and is 0 for 1. 60 pitches for Enrique Diaz, and just gotta love how that is on most occasions. Yeah, pretty good on some days that you're really just being a ball player and knowing that some days could be good, but you know, a lot of days could really turn into something else. 1-1. That one lined. Oh my goodness, what a play. Did he get him? No, he did not. Boy, that ball was stopped. Well, man, I tell you one thing, I've never ever seen a hot corner third baseman do that before. He stopped that ball, and he got lucky that he did, because that would have been extra bases with maybe possibly an RBI double or a triple in there. You probably might have been right on the nails there, Bob, I tell you. So now you got the tying run now coming up to the dish. And now the 1-0. That one lined right to second as he steps on the bag, and the force out is issued, as that will do it. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and at least 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Missions lead by 2. Now here's Brian Henley. He came as the biggest 3-run shot he ever did. And that was back during the first inning. And hopefully he could duplicate what he did. And so far, Bob, you think that could be a possibility of him doing that again? Well, I don't know if he could do it again, but he's got surprises up his sleeve. Remember, some guys can get fooled, but some of them can't easily get fooled. Well, right there, the 4-seam fastball swung on and missed. That one pretty down low, and the count 2-1. Well, I tell you what, you come to a ball game on a Sunday afternoon thinking that everything's going to go good. Well, you know, sometimes there's always that old saying, you work as a team, you win as a team. When at the end of the day, you got it made. And you know what? You are right again, Bob. You are just nailing the nail with the hammer, I mean, as always. And that's going to be lined up the middle for the base hit. So that means that Henley just reached on and going pretty good for him. And that's going to bring in the solo shot, Jimmy Lundy. So far, Brian Henley and Jimmy Lundy both have hit home runs today. And they may be the only 2. I mean, who knows? Maybe Jimmy Lundy could get something airborne, and boy, it'd be pretty nice to see those guys just really whack the baseball And the left fielder's going to run it down, and there is the first out of the inning. That ball was pretty much well hit, but it didn't get into the direction of where it needed to go. But holy mackerel, that one, I'll tell you. The designated hitter, that is Lance Leafy. Leafy coming in looking for a big gapper. The pitch here, swing and a miss. The two-seam fastball gets a mouthful, and the count 0-1. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning, 4-2 San Antonio. They lead over Midland by just the 2-run deficit. Midland trying to come back and get the lead. I mean, so far they nearly did back in the half inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and there is 2 up, 2 down. France will get a strikeout. That's going to bring in Rocky Gale. So far through the series, this guy has been really phenomenal. I mean, he's really had ups and downs, but he's really been a exceptional ball player. Yeah, that's right, Jonathan. He really has been going at it. He has never let his team down, and you know, you work as a team, you win as a team, and you go home champions for today. Well, right there, the play has been made, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top half of the 6th coming up. Missions lead 4-2. Now here is Sam Lopez, the leadoff hitter. 1, 2, 3 hitters due for the top half of the 6th inning. As we're getting started here. And so far this game continues to go pretty well. And so far Midland looking to get back up here and try to claim the lead here in this half inning. I mean, all they need is 2 runs, but do you think they could do it? Well, maybe they can. I'm not really sure, but if they want to do that, they got to get those base hits. They got to get those and then get a high enough fastball out in the outfield, and they'll bring some runs home. Here is Patrick Cardona, and as he strides in, takes the pitch, and the count now a ball and no strikes. Pretty good afternoon as we have the cloud cover, and it blocks out the sun, so most likely people just love how that is. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of shade and just to watch a ball game. That one right there, he's got to hurry, and he is safe. And that will go as a infield single on a base hit. Flyouts and 0 for 2. Looking for a crispy 2-taco double play. And that is courtesy of Taco Bell. Well, I could tell you one thing, that their tacos, not trying to be rude, but sometimes their tacos don't even taste that good. Well, probably right there. That's going to be lined up in left field for the base hit. Runner not stopping. He wants third. And he is in across the score on an RBI double with 1 away. So now Midland trails San Antonio by just the 1 run. And Bob, you think this heat is taking it out on the starter? Well, it might take it out, but who knows? I mean, it could really be a possibility. I mean, if, trying to think here for just a minute. If it's taking it out on this guy, then he needs to be pulled from the game. Here's Glenn Ryu now. Already at 72 pitches. Look out! That one nearly got away from him. And that's a ball in the count, 1-0. Top half of the sixth, 4-3 San Antonio. Looking good, and that's going to be dribbled right there. Gotta hurry again, and he's safe. Boy, and so far given up at least 2 runs in this half inning alone. Well, you could say it was 1 because remember, they've already had 2 during their last inning in the 5th. So far, stand right there, Bob. I mean, I guess you could say that. Well, I say it the way it is. 1 ball and no strikes. Looking in Enrique Diaz. And that one is inside, called strike. And the count now is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Looking in is Diaz. The pitch here, that one swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tying run 90 feet away from scoring in. All they have to get is a base hit. And they need one out in the outfield to get some runs going. Here's a 1-2. That one is lined. And that's going to be a fair ball. And the tying run is in. But so far you got second and third now. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new ball game. As we look at this instant replay, that ball was hit just shy of the chalk line. And time is going to be called as here comes the manager. And so far we're going to see a pitching change, as that will do for the starter here this afternoon. Manager out of the first base bullpen, and that will just about do it for this great starter. And he's had a phenomenal time out there on the mound, but evidently he is responsible. If any more runs come in across the score, he could lose it. That'll bring in Richard Valdez, a right-hander. 6'2", 180 pounds, and age 25. Now here is the second baseman, Brandon Colon, as he is 0 for 2, a ground out. During his last time up, here's the pitch to him. That one, the four-seam fastball. And the count now is 1-0. Tiebreaker run 90 feet, the go-ahead at second. 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. My goodness. Feel like this guy will probably get out of this half inning with no more runs across the score, but we'll see what happens. 1 ball and 2 strikes in this one. 1-2. That one high in the air, out of play. One and two. The pitch. That one. Line. And that is going to be trouble. And extra bases. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And that's going to be an RBI. Well, should I say inside. And the inside Parker. And Midland really creaming the crap out of San Antonio. Well, the inside the park home run by Colon gives them a 3-run lead. And shall I say, anybody go get some whipped cream and go whip your neighbor's house. You do that with eggs. You don't do that with whipped cream. Well, why don't you put that on the door and stuff, and maybe that will get them good. So it's 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. The Rockhounds lead it by 3. Now here's the first baseman, Steve Ramirez,
First baseman.
as we start the bottom half of the 6th inning, and so fun, and that's because everybody comes out to the ball game and realizes that this finale is the most important finale yet for everybody. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. That one is too high, and the count now is 2-0. Pretty good day here, and nice and comfortable. Had shade during the last couple of innings, and that's going to be lined high in the air. Catcher under this one makes the grab. And there is 1 away.
Ramon Alfonso.
Now with 2 hits and 2 strikeouts, here's the line look at the guy that's out there on the mound, the pitch reliever. And now here is Ramon Alfonso. Alfonso coming in. And the pitch. That one lined, and the foul. And the count now 0-1. Right there, slider outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-4 Midland. In the bottom half of the 6th inning, 5 runs. During the top half of the 6th, comes in across to score. Right there, slider as he swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty good April day, shall I say, Bob? Is it beautiful? Yeah. Beautiful here in the great state of Texas. Well, shall I say, the Texas League. When you have a ball game, and so far everybody is out playing baseball. And yes, you are right about that, Bob. On a Sunday afternoon. Feels pretty good. Right there, 1 ball, no strikes to Luis Barrora. 3 for 3, double and 2 singles. And pretty good here this afternoon. That one is outside, and the count now 2-0, so good on that one. Well, Tulsa doing some damage to Northwest Arkansas. They are 6-6, tied up, and so far now they're scoring in 2 more runs. Springfield really putting a spanking on the Arkansas Travelers. My goodness. These guys really got it going. Well, the game at Corpus Christi is postponed, and so far it is a game that will get made up, and so far at a later date. Well, that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the top of the 7th, 7-4 Midland. Back here for Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon, and before we get ready for the top of the 7th, let's give you the line look of our scores. Rockhounds 7, San Antonio 4. And now here to start off the top of the 7th is Steven Schultz. As we're about ready to go for the final 3 innings of play in the month of April. So no balls and 1 strike is the count. Missions will be back home, play the Frisco Rough Riders beginning Tuesday night, May 3rd. As we have $2 Tuesday. So you have $2 parking, $2 Dr. Pepper, draft beer all night long, and also $2 corn dogs. By golly, that would be good. Or should I say $2 everything? Why not? I mean, that sounds pretty reasonable. Yeah, and it kind of does. You go out to concession stands, you get a plate of nachos with nacho cheese and jalapeno peppers. You would really be doing yourself a pretty good favor. I mean, why ask me? I've been to ball games for so many years. I mean, even my dad, he loved going to ball games. I mean, ever since when me and him and my family lived in New York City for a long while, we go watch the New York Yankees or New York Mets play baseball. I mean, really, these guys are pretty good, especially up in the majors. But now being here in Double-A ball, it feels a whole lot different. Right there, lined up to third, as the hot corner man, Henley, has a reactional play, and he moves in. Glad he was there at the right time. He grabs that one for the first out of the inning. And now there's a strike in the count, now 0-1 to the leadoff hitter, Sam Lopez. Ground out in the 6, 0 for 3. The pitch here, the 4-seam fastball in there, count now 0-2. Top of 7, 7-4 Rockhounds. They take the lead in the top half of the 6th inning. And that one's going to be right there, strikeout. Pretty good that there is now 2 away. And that's going to bring up Patrick Cardona. He strides in at the plate. And the count now 0-1. 0-1. High in the air. And that one will go foul. Nothing and 2. And strike 3 called, and Cardona not happy about that. As we go for the bottom half of the 7th, get up his stretch. The Rockhounds lead it by 3. Carlo Ybar, 6'5", 191 pounds, and age 28. Will get the starting assignment here for a pitch reliever. Brian Bentler, a right-handed pitcher in the bullpen, coming out, as there will be activity in the Rockhounds bullpen as a new warmer-upper will be started out there. So far, Adam Zahorik coming in this home half of the 7th inning, takes no balls and 1 strike the count on the first pitch of the 7th. Here is the 0-1. That one is up top and nearly outside the zone, but it's called strike and the count 0-2. And that one broken bat right to the pitcher, right to first. And he gets him down for the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Miguel Cairo. And so far, a little more cloud covered, little more shade. Why not? I mean, fans love whether there is shade or not. Cairo was a 1 for 3, the single on the run that he had. Man, pretty good here. Now it's going to be lifted high in the air. The right fielder's going to go after it, making the play out in foul territory for 2 up, but 2 down, and there's 2 away.
Baseman, Brian Henley.
Now up to the plate now is Brian Henley, the man that hit the 3-run shot. And this one was the big one as you see it, as that play was pretty good, as it was out of the ballpark. And so far they crushed it well out of here. Swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. So far, Henley looking to return the favor and keep the guys in the game. Missions trail Midland by the 3 runs. So all they have to do is get there before time runs out. There's not really much of outs to deal with. Yeah, and you gotta choose your targets wisely. I mean, everybody, like I said, has to work together in order to get the victory. Here's the 0-2. That one lifted, and that goes foul. Still hanging on. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. That one swing and a miss. The changeup gets them going. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head for the top of the 8th. Rockhounds lead 7-4. So we take a quick break. Sebastian Novoa will lead off the top half of the 8th inning. When we come back, still got Texas League Baseball on the show, and we'll be back. Well, back here for Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon, and so far I want to thank everybody that's tuned in with us. Pitch here, high in the air to center. Center fielder makes the play. There's 1 away. So Midland down to their final, should I say, final 6 outs of play. They're down now to their final 5. Well, looks like they have enough to win the finale of the series. They pretty much do, Bob. I mean, they got the confidence that they're going to take it. Right there, 4-seam fastball. Count now is 0-1. Pretty good. Here is the pitch. And that one is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. And now it's going to be high in the air. And the center fielder will get over there in time to make the play. And there is 2 away. Here's Glenn Ryu now. He strides up, and he's going to take a pitch that's down in the middle. The count now 0-1. 2 for 2, 2 singles and 2 runs. Pretty good for Midland here, and so far Rockhounds will lead this game by 3 runs. The pitch, and that one hit to short. Gotta hurry, and he's in there safely as that will go down a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Stephen Herman.
That's going to bring in Stephen Herman. 2 for 3 with that triple and double he had through his plate appearance. And this guy can really hit a ball. And that one, 4-seam fastball. And the count now 1-0. Team hits this afternoon. Missions 11, Rockhounds 9. So far, both teams, the bats have been well alive. In the pitch, that one lifted high in the air. And that ball will go out of play and foul. One ball, 1 strike. That one inside. Code strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. That one is swing and a miss. And with that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom half of the 8th coming up. 7-4 Midland. Brian Bentler, a right-hander out of the bullpen, 6'4" and 219 pounds, age 28. Get the starting assignment. Here's Jimmy Lundy, a left fielder, to solo home run back in the first and is 1 for 1. So far, go ahead, give shout-outs. Got fans watching from Midland, Frisco, and Amarillo watching today. So far, there is no ball club out in Amarillo, but hopefully in the near future, they will have one, so that'd be pretty nice. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the pitch here. And that one is a swing and a miss. Could have been ball 3. Instead, it's 2-1. Missions down to their final 6 outs here in the month of April. And that's going to be lined up the middle for a center field base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lance Leahy.
That's going to bring up the designated hitter. That is Lance Levy. 1 for 3, single in the 3rd. Tying run now coming up on the on-deck circle. If they could get him on base. All right, there's swing and a miss in the count 0-1. So far, got our final tallies here in the AA Texas League. So far, Tulsa Drillers win in the final against the Naturals by 8-6. Final from Arkansas, as the Springfield Cardinals will beat the Arkansas Travelers 10-2. And Frisco and Corpus Christi have been postponed due to the rain. So the 4-seam fastball, the count now is 2-1. Runner at first, nobody out. That one lifted high in the air, right field. Right fielder racing after it, can't get there, as that ball will go foul. So 2-2 is the count. The pitch here. And that's going to be lined up the middle for a base hit. So now you got first and second. Now here comes the tying run. And Bob, do you believe that something good is fixing to happen? Well, if anything good happens, it's got to be right here. 2 for 3 and 2 singles. Now here's the catcher, Rocky Gale. I mean, really, it is nice. Now the pitch. That one, four-seam fastball. Out in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. 2-1, bottom of the 8th. 7-4 Rockhounds. (1-0), and that one's going to be lined right there, left field for a base hit. And there's another run in to score and chip the deficit now. It is now 7-5 Midland. Here's Steve Ramirez. Good game brewing up. And so far, another base hit gets a tying run. That one right there fouled and away, and the count 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. That one swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. (7-5 Midland). Bottom of the 8th with nobody out and 2 on base. That is second and third. That one too high outside. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. (1-2). Swing and a miss. Well, he gets Ramirez down for the first out of the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Ramon Alfonso.
Now to bring up Ramon Alfonso. He strides in next.
Your attention, please.
But first, before this happens, Ray Aguilera coming in, 6'4" and 223, age 26, left-hander. Get the call here from Midland to be a new pitch reliever. And the pitch here. That one lined. And that one cannot make it. And that goes as an infield single. And now the deficit is reduced to only 1. Boy, shortstop think they had it, but so far, Bob, what is your reaction out of that throw to first? Well, kinda, I think. Well, he nearly had him, but so far, he got the ball way too late. I mean, that's what happens when you get overly zealous. And so far, that's what could happen. Right there, second to first, a double play. So 2 runs come in across the score on 3 hits. So no errors and at least 2 left on. We go to the top half of the 9th inning. Midland leads by 1. Brandon Colon, 1 for 3 with that. Should I say, he did pretty well. He had that home run. Now the pitch, that one hit to short. And that one's going to be right to first. And there is 1 away. Boy, big finish here today as Missions trail by the 1 run. And So far, it looked like they're coming back, and if they could get back in the bottom of the ninth, that's going to be the game-winning series finale, should I say. Well, pretty much it's not a season finale, not till the end of September sometime. But right there, that one in the count now is 0-1. Glad you guys joined us through this 4-game set. And so far, make sure you come back on Tuesday night, May 3rd, as we take on the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. Here's the 0-2. That one was fouled and away. Still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. High in the air, center field. Moving under it is the center fielder. He'll make the play. And that is the second out of the inning. That'll bring in Steven Schultz. The pitch. And that one is ball 1, and the count now 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That one inside. Called strike, and the count now 1-1. One and one. The delivery right here and inside. 2 strikes. And down now against it as they're down to their final out of the inning. That one lifted high in the air, but that would go foul. 1-2. And that one down, ball 2. So the count evens up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch here, swing and a miss. And that will do it. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the bottom half of the ninth.
Now pitching for Midland.
And Midland leads by 1. Juan Villafuerte, left-hander out of the Rockhounds bullpen, will greet Adam Zahorik first, 0 for 4. And a ground out in the first inning. And that one's going to be high in the air. Lifted to center. And there is the easy out near left center. And 1 away. Now here is Miguel Cairo. 1 for 4, single and a run. Missions down, final 2 outs. And pretty much time is running out. Got the tying run now at the plate. Winning run out on the on-deck circle. Now the 1-0. That one lifted high in the air. That one is out of play. So the count now is 1-1. 1-1. High in the air again. And the same spot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one swing and a miss. And they got him. So 2 up, 2 down. Fans not really looking forward at this one. as that will be a strikeout. And so far, yes, that will be 2 away, and they're down now against it. The final out of this month of April. And right there, the four-seam fastball. And the count now 0-1 to Brian Henley. 2 for 4 home run and a single. Henley hit that 3-run shot. And swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Down against it as they are pretty much down to their final out. And Bob, anything in closing? Well, these guys played one heck of a game, I will say it that way. Right there, swing and a miss right to first. And that is the ball game. So the Rockhounds win it. Pretty good for these guys. They kept up the deal at bay, and I will say it. Well, so far for everybody here today, we had a pretty good, fun 4-game set. Missions back home on Tuesday, May 3rd. And we play host the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. So make sure you mark that on your calendar, or you have the schedule, either way. A pretty good game here today as we wrap up 7-6 the final, as the Rockhounds win this one. And it was a pretty good finish. And they're going to interview somebody out there. I mean, they pretty much had a pretty good chance of winning. Stephen Herman had that 2-run RBI. Gave up 2 hits, but he had 2 runs that pretty much gave him the top player of the game award. And that goes down as a baseball card in baseball history. And you do really well, Bob. I mean, that is the God's honest truth. Final time in the month of April, 7-6, the final. The Rockhounds lead an important 6th inning on the road to the win. So that will just about do it for all of us. The Rockhounds win it 7-6. Good day, everybody. We'll see you all in May.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Rockhounds. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Missions, 6 runs, 15 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please drive home safely.